Greetings. If this is your first time finding me here, clearing our space. Gonna give it a couple moments here to see if some friends want to hop on and join us. I did just record about a half-hour message for members only for the Patreon community. So if something here sings to you, you want to see that extended message, longer messages, further messages, link for that will be in the pinned comments below, as well as the description box up. You'll find it in a couple different places down below, up above, wherever it may be for you. Also know that when you join, you get access to my most latest message, my most recent message. I feel like my most latest was like a double, not a double negative, but a double positive maybe. Anyways, I digress. You can access to all of the content that I have been sharing, and I've been sharing in there for several years. So there's hundreds and hundreds of hours of messages, channeled messages, and also other stuff, written messages, astrology updates, energy updates, inner child healing stuff, trauma healing stuff, addiction stuff, basically everything I have healed from, recovered from, and all of the tips, tricks, and tools I have used to on my journey. I share those as they come up or whatever. So with that, with this message here, I'm just going to tap into the collective energy here. Ooh, Ace of Wands and 10 of Cups at the split. We love to see that. This inner fulfillment, this inner contentment, this 10 of Cups came through in Patreon as well. But when we're coming from this place of, again, inner fulfillment, contentment, being comfortable in our own skin, this activates and allows for this creation energy to take root, to be amplified within us. This is what allows us to feel safe to share, to create, because we have that solid foundation from within. We understand we don't need any outside validation, approval. Also, the way to amplify our own gifts, strengthen our own gifts, strengthen our own psychic abilities, all of that is to appreciate it, to acknowledge it, to amplify it. Think when you acknowledge, appreciate, validate another, how we see them shine, glow up. Same could be said for yourself. So this is a little bit of what came through in Patreon as well, but I guess it wants to be said here. Hello, hello, welcome, welcome. If you're just tuning in, you could say hello. You could let us know where you're tuning in from. Share with us how you're feeling in these energies. We're just tapping into the collective energies here. And again, 10 of Cups. If you have a hard time initially, validating yourself, giving yourself that love and approval, think of how you treat another, right? Another that you care for, whether it's an innocent child, a best friend, a beloved pet, whatever. Use them as kind of an example and think of yourself as that best, because really we should be that best friend, lover, all things to ourselves first. Hello, hello, welcome, welcome, because we can't be anything for another that we aren't for ourselves first. This is what we are under, again, 10-10, all of these closing cycles, wrap it up season here. But yes, we understand what is our burden to carry and what is not our burden to carry. This is what allows us to come from this place of inner fulfillment, because we have nourished ourselves. The only thing we are in control of is ourselves, right? So with that, let's get more on these endings, wrap up, completion here, this 10-10 energy, 2 of Cups. Now that we have this solid foundation from within, we can look for these unions to begin to come together without, right? We can do so much healing on our own, and that isolation, that solitude is necessary to get confident, comfortable with who we are, what we truly value, what truly matters to us, because many of us didn't have the time to discover that during childhood, young adulthood, whatever the case may be for you. It'll be, each situation will be a little different, but we were too busy surviving to learn how to thrive, to learn what was important to us, to learn who we truly are. But now that we have used the last year, several years, however long it may be for you, to get comfortable, to get real intimate with who we are, that we know who we are, we can do so much healing on our own, and then we do require the other to come in. Well, happy birthday to you. Happy solar return. Wishing you a beautiful birthday. Yeah, again, 6 of Cups, union. We have healed the childhood wounds. We have come into union with ourselves, and that's what is allowing us to come into union with another here. And this is romantic, platonic, soul tribe, all connections, right? If you're already in a connection, look for that to deepen, amplify, for the other to rise, elevate with you, or to fade out. And all of that is divine by design, right? We don't cling. Got 8 of Swords here, feeling stuck, powerless. So I want to get a further message on, yeah, 8 of Swords, 4 of Cups. That's being guarded, missing out. So if we're clinging too tightly on the past, we're going to miss out on this, what could be, what could come to be for us in the future here if we're too caught up on like, I should have done it this way. I wish, you know, you had planned for it to go this way. Being willing to release our plans and how we thought things were going to look. Understanding, trusting the mystery, right? Trusting the divine plan. Again, even if it doesn't look like how we thought it would. 6 here. Union. Yeah, coming together with another here. Let's get a clarifier on this since we have all this union energy. I wasn't planning on talking about sacred unions today, but here we are. It makes sense. Again, we've done so much of this healing on our own, and we require that other to come in and not save us, right? Not fix us, but to mirror us. When two like-minded whole individuals come together, that energy is amplified, felt. And again, with the 6, we have angelic assistance to do so here. Yeah, these unions are supported, guided by the divine. It's so much bigger than us. This is part of the divine plan to rewrite these relationship paradigms, to seed new ways of being in relationship with other. You know, we've been releasing these codependent cycles. Miracles, we got both of these in Patreon as well. Some of these are repeats, reiteration, but that's the energy, so that's where we are. And understanding that miracles are possible in each and every moment, right? What are you being a victim or a victor? Like, we get to choose our focus. And then our focus, whatever energy we are choosing, right? What we focus on grows. Where our attention goes, energy flows. We are literally purchasing a thing by paying attention to it, right? Using our life force energy on it. And so if it's making you feel some type of way, course correct. Know you have other options. We are much more powerful than we have been led to believe. We have choice, free will here, but we have to step into that ourselves. Opening heart, yeah. Open heart, deep connections, water blessings, because we've been willing to feel all the things to heal our inner turmoil. There will always be things that come up for us along the way, right? Because we're never forever healed. Evolving, expansion, but we've done enough work on our own to understand the things that come up when we are in these open-hearted connections are for our benefit, for our healing, right? We no longer run from the mirror. We use it to shift, change, evolve, to learn, to gain something from it. Yeah, and I don't think I mentioned this, and this is the Phoenix rising, this empowerment energy. The Empress came through in Patreon as well. We lived through what we lived through, so we have this understanding. We retained the wisdom. Release the hurt. Allow yourself to feel the things. Have gratitude for everything you went through, right? We don't know what we don't know until we get here. But now that we do know, we, know better, do better. Implement it. It's one thing to know a thing. It's another thing to embody it and to live it. Words are just words until they are integrated in your own experience. And again, angelic assistance. No, we are supported. This is exactly what we're supposed to be doing. Closing cycles, cleaning up this victim mindset, releasing those limiting beliefs, unstucking ourselves, unboxing ourselves, understanding no one is coming to save us, but we are the saviors we have been looking for. And, you can allow that to make you fearful or allow it to excite you. It reminds me, I've mentioned this song often, but Great Storm Clouds by Trevor Hall. We can treat it like it's a great weight or treat it like it's a dance. And the choice that we make will determine our experience, because it will determine our perception, the lens we are viewing things from. Follow what resonates here. Whale spirit, all this water energy, which makes sense. We still have a bunch of planets retrograde right now. I think 5 plus Chiron. Healing the things, being willing to look at the things so we can discover, again, full circle moment, right? We took the time on this healing journey to discover who we truly are, what truly matters, because we didn't have time to do so when we were growing up. We were too busy surviving. But now that we do understand what resonates, we can choose make choices from a place of alignment and intention. Number 9 here, and I just saw 10:10 on my timer here, and also this balancing act. Learning to balance in the new now that we do know what resonates. It allows us to have confidence in our magic here, to share freely. Anything else here? Skywriting the fates here. From survival to thrival reminds me of from the fated life to the destiny life. The fated life is the one we are born into, that 8 of Swords energy, where we feel stuck, where we feel like we have no choice. You know, I was born here, this is what I was given, this is what I have forevermore. The destiny path is stepping into our co-creator role here, stepping into our empowerment, understanding, you know, we do have choice. But we wouldn't know joy without pain. You know, that's the whole point of this contrasting experience here. Not to forevermore live in the pain, but to experience the pain so we know what the opposite of that feels like. Let's get one affirmation for us here. I meant to mention this at the beginning. I just saw 11:11 here, but the last week here to get in on a super big discount if you're interested in the app I use. I call it the Netflix of workouts. It's movement, it's mindset, it's nutrition, recipes, mindset videos. Thousands and thousands and thousands of workouts. I've been doing them for 15 years and I still haven't done them all. I doubt I will ever get there. Although there are some, I have some favorite trainers and I do some repeats, but still, even if I were not to repeat a workout, I could probably do a different workout every day for like 10 years and still not repeat. So yes, drop a comment, reach out if that's something you're interested in, and I will send you the link. You can get signed up for, it's only $99 for a year. It hasn't been that price in over 5 years. It's usually like $180, $179.99. And if you would like a personal reading, if you would like to work with me one-on-one, if you would like access to the Inside Out Living Guide that I created, just drop a comment and I will be in touch. As I heal my mind, I heal my body. Yeah, the interconnectedness, and I love this. We have horse spirit as well. We, you know, closing these cycles, karmic cleanup year. It's been a heavy year. I shared this energy post earlier in my Facebook group, not mine, but someone else's, and about how this year has felt like, you know, 10 years of healing, learning, all of that. But understand the year of the snake here and a number 9 year in the numerology, which is all about endings. Next year, we are going into the year of the horse, forward movement, right? Think, action, forward movement. And also in numerology, it's a number 1 year. Well, 2027 equals 10 and 10 is reduced to 1. And so forward momentum, not to mention the fact that we have Neptune and Aries both going direct February and April at 0 degrees in Aries. That's like 0 point creation energy. New beginnings, new era. This is much more than a new chapter. This is a whole new book. So if you're going through it, if you've been going through it this year, you are not alone. We all have been in our own ways for what we needed to learn, and trust that it was preparation for this next year and the many years to come. So we're just getting started. Get excited about that. Thank you for being here. If you want to be notified when I go live again, be sure and hit the little bell, subscribe to the channel, and you'll be first to be notified, one of the first. See you soon. Wishing you a beautiful week.